Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, Werewolves. I don't know. 4.5 in IMDb, 3,319 people rated it so far. So that's not great. Two scientists try and stop a mutation that turns people into werewolves after being touched by a supermoon the year before. So it seems like, okay, the supermoon comes out and then a year later you turn into a werewolf. Frank Grillo's in it. That's exciting. Katrina is also, I know her. Let's see what she's in. Also, Lou Diamond Phillips is in this. So, let's see what oh, Katrina was in Arrow. Okay. Alright, that's how I know her from. Okay, I knew the face, but okay, so we'll see. This one, hour and 33 minutes. So, let's see if it's worth it. Not a long time, so stick around. I'll let you know what I think. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of Werewolves, and you could save yourself the 93 minutes or whatever it was, or I guess it's rolling now. Yeah, about an hour and a half rolling through the credits here. It just, I don't know. There was a couple of things for me that just didn't work out. I mean, there's a lot of things. I like the concept, right? I like the idea of, hey, supermoon, not just any moon, supermoon. You can get a werewolf, and somehow they were impacted the first year, and then they come back a second year, so it's only like once a year. I don't quite understand it. There's no really explanation. I mean, what you heard from me is basically what you get from the film. But that being said, they have a whole year now to prepare that, hey, in a year's time, when the supermoon comes back, you know people are going to turn into werewolves if they get hit by the moon, right? And Frank Grillo is part of the CDC, who's trying to create this like moon screen instead of sunscreen, right? You put it on, and it blocks the moonbeams, and you don't turn into a werewolf. Okay, great, you know, that's great. They're able to try and do that in a whole year. Now you would think like other people in the story would learn how to like prepare. You know, like what's that movie where everybody goes crazy and murders allowed? You know, for the whole day, the whole night, right? Whatever that is, I can't remember what it is, but right, people prepare for that. I would think that I would be so prepared, like, I don't know, digging a hole in the floor, trap door, and everybody go in there for the night. You know, they'll never find you, or something like that. I don't know, there's got to be better preparation. Nobody was really prepared except for, like, homeless people. You know? Which was like, what? So anyway, what happens is they're trying to, you know, use this moon screen, and he's working on it, and it doesn't go as planned, and things go awry, and some of the werewolves come out, you know, and then he's trying to get back to his family, his brother's family, who died somehow prior to the movie starting. We don't get a big explanation on that. Maybe it was in the paper, I didn't read it fast enough. But he's trying to get back to them to help them. And, you know, there's just so much, you know, that I just think, there's and then, oh, I'll say this, like, really in the beginning, I almost was going to turn it off. Because, like, and I felt like they did this the whole time. So when the werewolves come out, right, they're starting causing havoc, they knock something over, of course, strobe lights. I mean, it was strobe lighting, it was made so hard for me to watch the movie. I was like, this is terrible. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know if they gave enough warning, but that was just, And then the lighting in general was weird. You know, I get it. I think part of the effect is, hey, there's light going to come through, and that's going to get you kind of like Dracula, but instead it's a werewolf, whatever. But it was just like odd light. Like there was a light on it, and it was coming through like screen doors. It was a street light or something like that. And it was like going into the camera. It was just really weird, like that, you know. So there was the strobe lighting, and I don't know if they tried to do that for an effect, but it didn't work for me. The rest of the characters, there's not many characters in it. They didn't spend any time on getting to know any of them. You have what you need to know about them, and that's it. So it's not like you can like a character, even a little girl. You know, she was in this. Katrina, she was the other CDC person. Lou Diamond Phillips was like, I don't know if he's the mayor or the head of the CDC trying to help everybody. But I like the concept, but I don't know. So I do want to say some spoilers. I got some feedback. Some people want to hear more spoilers. So I'm not going to ruin the ending of the movie, but I will talk a little bit more. Maybe I will ruin it. It doesn't matter if you haven't seen it and you don't want to learn more about it. Thanks for tuning in. Spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. the whole, hey, he's going to save everything, right? So his idea as a werewolf, like he can have his own decision-making capabilities, is what he's thinking. And it seems like he does. He goes after the neighbor and rips his head off. Okay, so if you can make that decision and do that, can't you make a decision not to go back after your family? Like, where does the reasoning go? You know, like, I don't get it. Like, none of the other werewolves fought each other, so that was clearly a decision he made while as a werewolf. Okay, so that, okay, I'm okay with that. Then we come to find out, right before he makes the decision, he's like, okay, 15, it's set for 15 minutes. The sun's going to come out in 15 minutes. Like, you really have to go out and turn into a werewolf to try and fight the neighbor guy with 15 minutes left? Can't you do something to try and stay alive for the next 15 minutes and save the family? Like, that's just, you made it the entire night, going out in, like, general public and, you know, meeting crazy people, and I don't know, you would think that, hey, we've done it for hours now, we can survive for another 15 minutes on one werewolf that happens to be out there. So, you know, I get the low scores. Fun, good concept. As I didn't like the werewolves themselves. I don't know. I think it was cool because it wasn't special effects, I think. You know, it was more costume, is what I think. But, I don't know. I like the transformation. That was cool. When they transformed into werewolves. When they became werewolves, it just didn't, I don't know. And it was hard for me, even though it was a lot of action running away, it was hard for me to be, it wasn't on my phone at all. It was hard to me to be bought into it. I wasn't engaged like I wanted to be. So there you go. That's what I got for you. I'm not sure if I'm helpful or not, but there was something there. I did, and I think they're coming out with a new werewolf movie or something like that. I'm not going to look it up now, but there you go. That's what I got for you. I don't know if I was helpful at all. But hopefully I might have saved you some time. But still, check it out. Frank Grillo is great. You know, well-built man. He has his shirt off the whole time. And he magically gets pants back on after becoming a werewolf. But there you go. That's what I got. Hopefully that was helpful. Thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.